Not every plumbing issue needs a full replacement, but not every problem should be patched either. And when you're not a plumber, it's easy to feel stuck trying to choose between two options you don't fully understand. Hi, I'm Ryan, a professional plumber here in Ottawa, and in this video, I want to walk you through how we actually decide between a repair and replacement and why that decision matters more than most of you realize. Understanding the difference between a repair and replacement is about knowing whether you're fixing a symptom or the root cause. When the issue is isolated, a repair usually makes sense. Something failed in one specific spot. We correct that problem, test the system, and make sure everything else is still doing what it should. So if the surrounding pipes, fixtures, or components are in good condition, a repair can be a reliable and cost-effective solution. A replacement, on the other hand, looks at the bigger picture. When parts of the system are worn, outdated, or already showing failure in more than one area, fixing just one section often doesn't stop the problem, but only postpones the next breakdown. In those cases, replacement provides more stability, reduces repeat disruptions, and helps prevent unexpected emergencies later on. In short, the key is recognizing which situation you're actually dealing with, and that comes from the warning signs we see during an inspection. First, aging sewer lines. Many older Ottawa homes will still have cast iron or clay pipes. When we see widespread cracking, corrosion, or shifting, repairing one section won't prevent failures elsewhere, making replacement the more reliable option. Second, repeated drain backups. If the same drain keeps clogging, it's usually due to buildup, root intrusion, or deterioration deeper in the line. An occasional backup may be resolved with repair, but recurring issues often point toward replacement as a long-term solution. Third, failing sump or sewage pumps. When a pump is already several years old and one component fails, it's often a sign the system is nearing the end of its lifespan. Replacing a single part may restore function temporarily, but full replacement reduces the risk of another breakdown. Fourth, low quality or heavily worn fixtures. Some fixtures simply aren't built to last, especially once internal parts start wearing out. When failures become frequent, replacement typically delivers better performance and fewer service calls. And finally, outdated or problematic water lines like polybutylene or poly-B. While a single leak can sometimes be repaired, aging materials often fail in multiple areas, making replacement the safer and more dependable choice over time. Taken together, these problems help paint a clear picture of what's really going on, and that picture is built by looking at a few key things right away. We look at the age of the system first. Older systems tend to wear out evenly, so fixing one section doesn't stop the rest from failing. We also consider material type, how often the problem has happened before, and how long you plan to stay in the home. A short-term repair might make sense if you're moving soon, but long-term homeowners usually benefit more from replacement. Once we've narrowed down the right solution for your situation, pricing clarity becomes part of the conversation. We explain the numbers so you can compare the cost of fixing something now versus replacing it once and not paying for the same problem again. After years of seeing the same issues come back, one thing stays consistent. The right choice is the one that solves the problem for the long term. So if you're dealing with a plumbing issue and want clear answers, Mr. Rooter Plumbing of Ottawa is here to help you understand your options and choose what makes sense for your home. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next one.